2 Kings, chapter 7. And Elisha says, Hear a word of Yahweh. Thus said Yahweh, About this time tomorrow, a measure of fine flour is at a shekel, and 2 measures of barley at a shekel in the gate of Samaria. And the captain whom the king has, by whose hand he has been supported, answers the man of God and says, Behold, Yahweh is making windows in the heavens. Will this thing be? And he says, Behold, you are seeing it with your eyes, and you do not eat thereof. And 4 men have been lepers at the opening of the gate, and they say to one another, Why are we sitting here until we have died? If we have said, We go into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we have died there. And if we have sat here, then we have died. And now, come, and we go down to the camp of Aram. If they keep us alive, we live, and if they put us to death, we have died. And they rise in the twilight to go to the camp of Aram. And they come to the extremity of the camp of Aram. And behold, there is not a man there, seeing Yahweh has caused the camp of Aram to hear a noise of a chariot, and a noise of a horse, a noise of a great force. And they say to one another, Behold, the king of Israel has hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of Egypt to come against us. And they rise and flee in the twilight, and forsake their tents and their horses and their donkeys, the camp as it is, and flee for their life. And these lepers come to the extremity of the camp, and come in to one tent, and eat and drink, and lift up silver and gold and garments from there, and go and hide. And they turn back and go into another tent, and lift up from there, and go and hide. And they say to one another, We are not doing right this day. It is a day of tidings, and we are keeping silent. And we have waited until the morning light, then punishment has found us. And now, come, and we go in and declare it to the house of the king. And they come in and call to the gatekeeper of the city, and declare for themselves, saying, We have come to the camp of Aram, and behold, there is no man or sound of a man there, but the bound horse, and the bound donkey, and the tents as they are. And he calls the gatekeepers, and they declare to the house of the king within. And the king rises by night, and says to his servants, Now let me declare to you that which the Arameans have done to us. They have known that we are famished, and they go out from the camp to be hidden in the field, saying, When they come out from the city, then we catch them alive, and we enter into the city. And one of his servants answers and says, Then please, let them take 5 of the horses that are left, that have been left in it. Behold, they are as all the multitude of Israel who have been left in it. Behold, they are as all the multitude of Israel who have been consumed. And we send and see. And they take 2 chariot-horses, and the king sends them after the camp of Aram, saying, Go and see. And they go after them to the Jordan, and behold, all the way is full of garments and vessels that the Arameans have cast away in their haste. And the messengers return and declare it to the king. And the people go out and spoil the camp of Aram. And there is a measure of fine flour at a shekel, and 2 measures of barley at a shekel, according to the word of Yahweh. And the king has appointed the captain, by whose hand he is supported, over the gate. And the people tread him down in the gate, and he dies, as the man of God spoke, which he spoke in the coming down of the king to him. Indeed, it comes to pass, according to the speaking of the man of God to the king, saying, 2 measures of barley at a shekel, and a measure of fine flour at a shekel, are at this time tomorrow in the gate of Samaria. And the captain answers the man of God and says, And behold, Yahweh is making windows in the heavens. Will this thing be? And he says, Behold, you are seeing it with your eyes, and you do not eat thereof. And it comes to him so. And the people tread him down in the gate, and he dies.